This conference will now be recorded.
Not that anyone's there.
Can you record it?
I am. So the PSE&G tree cleanup, they are coming in to the village. They're running, actually it's a bigger job. They're coming up from really Seaport Deli all the way up 25A and then getting to Washington and shooting down Washington just past, if you look at the power line that comes in, there's high tension lines that come in and then they split out to three, like just past, just a little past, what is that, Chestnut? And they're going to be trimming cedar, rather. They're going to be trimming the high branches up there. I mean, the ones that they deem necessary. Yeah.
Good.
So I think it's going to be important for us to make sure the village knows when that's happening. So
and it's going to be some trees also.
And they're going to be taking whole trees down. So it's some of the stuff I think that if you remember, Jeff was looking into some of it. I think it's the exact trees that he was looking at, and they finally got the budget for it.
They did earlier. They came through about 4 to 6 weeks ago. Trimmed some.
Okay.
So they're going to be doing some big work.
The pole by my house was completely buried with stuff, and they came and I called and they came.
Yeah, I think that was the initial run through, even with what you're talking about. I think that was the initial one, was to take the small stuff off, and then now they're going for the big stuff. They got the budget for it. They haven't.
He didn't give me a date. It might be like within a month or two.
Okay, good. They'll do it when.
Hopefully they give us a notification beforehand, because I think the village does need to have
hurricane
awareness.
season starts in August.
He said they'll start at Seaport, so when they're at Seaport.
We'll know. Okay, good. So that's PSE&G. Playground equipment, I think.
So we ended up going with the Adventure Summit set and the plastic mulch. I think everybody wants black, right?
Works for me.
Okay.
Black or brown, does black get too hot?
Well, whatever they, you know what, I'm gonna go with whatever they have. And then if we approve it tonight, which I think we're going to, I will put the order in next week. And then that should be 4 to 6 weeks. And when it gets closer, we'll have David just clear everything out, get a dumpster and clear it all out. That'll be it.
Awesome.
So.
Are we gonna get a dumpster for the equipment, the current equipment?
Yeah.
So it's the two pieces that are currently there
that are on the fiberfill right now.
and the ugly turtle.
The turtle wasn't disappearing.
The turtle stays.
It's so disgusting.
I told
would never want
Why
my
do you
kid on
put the
that thing.
painting thing?
Would you ever want your kid on that thing?
You like, oh, you did
I
like
can't
Sag
lie.
Harbor or something with
She's
the
30
rock.
and still alive. It's fine. The turtle. Yeah. Oh, you're saying me paint them?
No, like put it out there, like, hey, let people come paint it, like Sag
Like an
Harbor.
Eagle Scout or something project?
No, she's saying like.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
You're talking about just random paint.
Cub
Yeah.
Scouts?
Paint what? It could
The
get
turtle?
really ugly.
No, it's
'Cause
pretty ugly.
If you get 6 people who come and paint.
What happens to Sag Harbor? Do they get ugly?
Are you talking about like?
I'm talking about when you went and painted the rocks.
Are
And
you
you're like,
talking about the paint, like you had that's in Block Island, where you come and paint whenever you want?
yeah.
Why don't we chalk out a design and let the kids each color in a block of it? I don't know.
The turtle's
I'm
in really
sure
bad
we
shape,
can-
so anything could be an improvement.
Or let the Boy Scouts do it.
Yeah, let the Boy Scouts do it. Or let the.
Or how about the
The
permit
checkers,
checkers?
the
Why are they
checkers,
sitting there
yeah.
doing nothing?
Exactly. Yeah. That's a good
We
idea.
have to design something if we're gonna actually paint.
All right, we should come up with something.
Green and brown.
The thing with Block Island though, is that if you look, the whole area around it is like a painted mess, which is gonna kill the grass.
Oh,
So
okay.
That's kind of, I think it needs to be a little bit
And
more
organized
controlled. Maybe we do it every season.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should have a contest for a turtle design, and then whoever wins gets to go down and paint it.
Oh,
We'll add that to the newsletter.
Yeah,
Yeah, do that. That's fun.
you think so?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, that's
announce
Paint the
fun.
turtle.
the winner of each cleanup
Anything's
day.
got to be better than the way it looks right now.
There's no beach cleanup day. There's none established.
I thought we said we did in June.
Yeah, but we didn't pick a date.
No, but let's do it. So you get it in there, June 18th, whatever. it was.
This is not gonna get printed by June 18th.
Then it's not the spring edition, then it's the summer edition.
Did I say spring edition?
Yes.
Where did I say that? Where does it
The
say
last meeting
spring
you said.
edition?
All right, hold on, we'll talk about the newsletter in a bit.
Let's get back to the playground.
I'm getting, yeah, I'm getting.
Because I said it's all-
Yeah, so once we get closer and they tell me it's coming, I'll have a dumpster dropped, and I'm sure between David and whatever kids I can round up, they'll get rid of it.
All right, we'll think about the turtle, but the turtle's not going anywhere.
It's like the Indian.
It's like the Indian.
All right, so let's move on to the Dyer's Court Drain project. So we're looking at June 2nd ish start date on that. So we finally settled in on a start date. I think Rich will be here for that. And
I'm just gonna look to make sure it's gonna be back. Yeah, he will.
Okay, good.
Okay.
so that will be great to get moving. And it's still on track to be reimbursed through FEMA. Code enforcement vehicle update. You've seen it. It's really here.
It's
Mhm.
white,
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous, and from what I understand, within the next week or so, they'll be bringing it to get it
They're working on getting it
striped up and moving along. But all good with that.
Good.
The only other thing we're probably gonna need to figure out is what to do with the old vehicle. I know our plan is to sell it.
Right.
The issue is the condition of the old vehicle and how much money we need to use to repair it in its current condition for sale.
Can we
my-
go with as is?
We could,
Not a front end problem.
right.
The Jeep has the problem. We have to make an appointment to get an estimate on how much it is to fix it, and then bring it back to the board and see if it's worth fixing it or selling it as is.
Yeah, that's why I thought I told Frank I would like to get an estimate on what it would cost to repair,
Mhm.
then put it up for sale because it'll be a big
What year is
difference.
It
this?
sounds like it's a strut in the front, but I don't know if where the strut mounts to is rotten.
Right.
Now that becomes.
What
an
year
issue.
is it?
Strut's cheap, but if it's-
What year is that Jeep? Do you know offhand?
It's no, not.
09. So depending on what that assessment is on the vehicle, then we'll determine how we get rid of it after that.
Can we go back to the playground?
Sure.
I want to make sure I'm ordering the right thing. This was the one that we picked all, the Summit 2, right?
Yeah, the green with no fabric.
No fabric wood
Yep,
top, and it
yep.
has a little thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
climbing wall.
All right, I just wanted to make
Can
sure.
I see it?
Wait,
Sure.
yeah, let's see, because we all, did everybody vote or how did we go?
Yeah,
Yeah, this had the climbing thing.
I just want to make sure before I go there Monday.
Yeah, I think this was, I mean.
I'm gonna go back and look at the emails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the Summit 2, so. There was a Summit 1, there's Summit 2, and Summit 3, and I think I would agree on the Summit 2.
I think I was good with both summits.
Okay.
But
I think it's nice,
Yeah,
so,
very
yeah.
nice.
mhm. And when I'm done, I'll give you this to make a folder.
Oh, I see here Olympian Outlook XL.
That was like the one that was like
That was super
14.
expensive.
Yeah, it was like
That
$14,000.
was the last, yes,
Yeah.
that was the last I saw. Good.
Okay, yeah, that one, okay.
Yep.
Just want to make sure this was a
Yes,
$5,000 one.
Summit
Yeah.
XL2?
Yep.
Yep,
That's it.
okay, just want to make sure.
Oh, Summit or Adventure?
Adventure Summit.
Adventure Summit XL2. Yeah,
Mhm,
that's it.
okay.
So that's the issue with the vehicles. Drain cleaning.
I didn't get the notice.
Okay, so that's,
What are you gonna put us in for 1 day or 2 days?
I think we said one day,
I
right?
think we want
Yeah.
one.
Well, did anybody complain about
Nothing.
any of the drains?
No, no.
Then we only have to
comment.
do California
Right.
boilers, so that's
And
really
then
just.
maybe like the Maple New.
Yeah,
I did get a complaint about that one.
we got it, you know what, let me just have Rich look at the one on Maple New because it's new, it's a new drain and if
Right.
I clean it too soon, it might collapse.
Okay,
So let's just make sure, but definitely California, it would only be 1 day, so.
okay.
They constantly flood.
Mhm.
California, that's it.
any update on Walnut Beach pole?
The cable's off and I just went down there.
Ticket by ticket.
Yeah, the cable's off. There is wire still going. I don't know. We think they're Verizon now, so we're gonna start working on that.
All right.
So, but the other pole that goes up here to White Pine is completely empty, which I don't even know.
there's nothing on it.
No, which doesn't need to be. That was used to, that was Caggiano's house before he hooked up to underground electric when Tinker Bluff was built.
Yeah, that
so-
goes nowhere.
so
That
he
pole
doesn't
always
need
went
it
nowhere.
anymore. Well, they took all those wires
Oh,
off, so
okay.
it's just a pole there now.
Mhm.
Do you want me
On
to
the
see
hill?
who owns that pole? And
We can see, I mean, it's,
do you want to get rid of
Do
it?
you want
That's the one on the hill, Dee?
to do a totem pole sign?
what-
Is that the one on the hill? The one
Yeah.
at the hill?
We
Yeah.
could do a paint the pole.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
yeah, if they want, if we could probably look into just getting rid of it, if it's doing nothing.
well, if they're gonna take down the other one, maybe they could just take down both
Right.
at the same time, but let's get the wires off.
Okay.
We'll keep going. You're doing a good job, every week. Annoying me. I'm a little more annoying. I do it like every 3 days, but it's okay.
I should have enough. I forget. I should be okay.
Wait, let me have one.
Now the newsletter.
Okay, pass it.
Yay!
Okay, pass it out now, pass it out.
Love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Love the article.
It's good. I know that, when do we want to do like, grammar and all that stuff? That's in a later
Well, I
edition.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking, what I want to talk about on the new resident reminders. I don't know who came up with the new resident thing. I think Janet may have suggested it, but I think it's nice to have something to talk about. And I'm wondering if we talk about landscaping and bring up the times for landscaping, because we changed that just a year ago. And also trees and what you need to do if you have a tree on your property versus
Yeah.
trees that you see, so that people know that they need to be kind of conscious if they're on borders with the village, et cetera, and so.
Well, they should be contacting John.
Should put my cell phone number.
So do you want to just, is that just
No,
what you want to say?
in.
No, I mean, but I think like a little bit of a 2 paragraphs maybe on that.
I don't know, Cindy, what would,
Well, they could
if
email you, John.
you had a list of things that new residents
Yeah.
question most often, that you would you be
Parking
able to have
stickers.
some idea of what those like hot button items
We
would
did
be?
parking last
Yeah, I
time.
feel like for me, it's just, how do I get a parking sticker? How do I get a boat sticker?
Yeah, mooring pass.
What do I do if I need to park on the street? Just the stuff that I think
So
has been covered already.
we did all the stickers for parking. We did that the last
But if you got
time.
new residents, they haven't, people who moved in the last 6 months, they didn't get the old newsletter, right? So,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna repeat.
We could
the
probably just
same
do that
thing.
separately. Like, I just, have to get the
So
time.
is this gonna be the come paint I'm not married to this, I'm just looking for.
do come paint the
topics.
turtle and beach cleanup day, June 18th.
This isn't gonna be done by June 18th, John. It
Really?
might not be. It may have.
Or
been,
maybe you
or
can
it may
include
not.
garbage.
And I think June 18th, just so you know, that's a bad day. First of all, it's Father's Day weekend, and there's the proms and graduation that week, and the election.
Could
Well,
we do the
we figured
25th?
the reason we talked about it is it's right before the election, so it's a perfect opportunity for the candidates to get out there, meet with the people. It's on a Saturday, not the Sunday of Father's Day. It was the only weekend that she was available.
I won't be here.
I don't know. I think we should do it when more residents can pop out, not necessarily tie it to the election. It's my feeling. I think, I
I
mean,
mean, we know in the past how busy June is, between
Yeah.
school ending.
is that graduation weekend?
Well, everything
No,
around.
it's prom week,
yeah,
that week
just-
done.
You
And
have,
then the graduation will be the next weekend.
just anytime school's ending, it's a rough season. I don't
Are
know.
we skipping I mean, because we.
Does it need to be done?
What?
I haven't
It's
been
not
up and
that
down the
it's hard,
beach.
It's just, it's a community event where you bring people together again and, try to clean up the.
I mean,
roads a
I
little
don't
bit.
see the harm in doing it, and if anyone's available, they'll come and do it, right?
Could we do it earlier, like on the 4th? Or is that still too much with the graduation?
Fourth was fine. You had something, right? We went to like every weekend from May.
I don't think the 4th is the 4th a weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fourth is a Saturday.
So you're giving us dates where you're not available. Is that the idea?
It was nice last year, I have to say.
Yeah.
It is good. I mean, we can definitely plan the event. I don't know if we need to settle on planning it right this second.
Mhm.
I'm not
Um,
around the 4th. I could do. the
We could
5th.
probably do this offline
Yeah, okay.
to settle it.
So we want to
But if
pick
we want to pick a date, so that's separate from the newsletter. We want to pick a date for a community cleanup. The community then, and is that the community association who runs it, or are we running that as?
Well, last.
We can do it together. We
both.
could do
It
it
was
where we
both
can have a dumpster. I think we have the money to do a dumpster from the village, right? So
Last year, we paid for,
the water and the,
no, One Oak carted it and we paid for the haul out. They carted it away.
Okay.
But Scott Dalton also put a lot of stuff in his truck and I don't know if he's available, so we may need to get a dumpster.
And Deirdre gave us the bags.
The dumpster's the best thing because we drop it in one day and it's picked up the same day. Or the
Yeah.
next day, so which is
Maybe
nice.
Deirdre gave our gloves and bags, and then Mike and I bought bagels and coffee and everything.
We'll get a community
Is
association
the
to that.
5th Father's Day?
No,
No,
it's a 20,
19.
19.
I'm not here the 5th, but that's all right.
You keep saying
Well, I'm going to Atlanta for the 5th.
that. Let's figure out the date later, but okay, let's go back to the newsletter. So.
But are we okay if the village pays for the dumpster if we need it? Are we
I'm
saying
okay with
yes?
that.
Okay.
I mean, I think that it was probably close to what we paid to have it pulled anyway. We spent money to pay for it to get taken away, so maybe it's.
All right, maybe we can get a dumpster donated. We'll work it out. We'll see, but if we, it's, you know,
Okay, so do we not want to do, so what do we want to do for new resident reminders? I don't want to do parking again because we just did it the last
I
time.
think the trees is a good one.
Trees, garbage,
My problem with the trees is what we're gonna say with the trees and whether or not what we say is actually correct, right? So that's an issue. I think if we put something down here about trees, about whose property is on and what's village,
So let's-
I don't know that.
it
Okay.
could be one line. If you have an issue with the tree, you should contact Village Hall. That's all, and then that way we can send somebody to go
Okay,
look at it.
so we'll just do a contact for trees,
So it's not,
basic
village.
garbage, this is the days,
yeah,
this,
recycling.
okay, basic
They want to
garbage.
know big item day.
Right.
That's what they want.
Is it a Thursday?
It's Thursday.
Okay.
but it's not
Big
going
items.
Oh, okay.
What else, Cindy? I mean,
Parking,
we,
boat moorings and
No.
boat stickers this time of year.
We kind of did that.
that's all kind of
Yeah.
done already, right?
I feel like I could just do that. stuff.
How about when the park's open and close?
They're always open.
Or,
Within the
uh,
window limits or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think the
Oh,
laws are
that's
that.
How about the blowers, how about the gardening? Forget
Well,
about
that's
trees, more
landscaping.
landscaping, right? Blowers.
What
so you
if
can do the
what
land,
if
you can
the
update the
hours?
landscaping or update like when you can and can't do construction noise.
And
Right.
noise, okay, got it,
All right,
all right.
You wanna
What's the
mention
new
something about-
what's the new landscaping?
it's
You
just
can't hire a
Sundays.
contractor on Sundays.
Oh, just no
Okay.
Sundays.
You could do your own, you just can't have a contractor. You
Okay.
Okay, then flip the page.
wanna talk about PTA in there too, that they know about like these events?
No, we don't usually do PCR.
I wouldn't mix them up.
We keep it separate. Okay, from Village Hall, I need natural gas update. You have to get me where we're at unless you want to
I
tell
saw
me
your
right
little
now.
thing. Did you write
Is
it down?
that still correct? I just copy pasted it from a minutes. I wanted
I thought
confirmation
Washington wasn't included.
because it's from April, so I don't know where we are right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay,
They both got approved, just so you know, Jacqueline.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, there was 28 houses that ended up signing up. I actually had 2 more houses that came in after the deadline. And we put them on the wait list. So if 2 people drop out, then they'll put them in. And they did start going to some people, they had about 5 houses.
Do you mean Dyer's Lane?
Dyers,
Yeah.
yeah,
They had,
Dyers Sport.
What is that, what's involved in, like, you're getting gas? Do you have to change out your whole heating
Yeah.
system?
well, if you want to free from the street to your house, okay.
You can choose whatever appliances you want, you could,
But
your
it's-
stove, your dryer, your furnace, whatever you want.
So you
But-
don't have to change out your heating.
No.
No, you don't have to. And a lot of heating systems can be converted easily nowadays than they used to be in the old days.
Okay, so then the upgrades and new safety, I wanted Frank to give me, I thought we should cover some of the new things that we've done with the car and that they are safer now that they have their own farming. Did we mention that? Is that something we should go over?
I don't think so.
I think maybe just noting that there's a new vehicle and you may see a new vehicle going around town and wave hello to your friendly neighborhood code enforcement.
And a different
officer.
color.
Okay, and then the budget, Chris, I wrote in the way that I wrote it out last year.
Mhm.
Because it's always kind of follows the same template format, but I don't have the specific numbers. If you want to just email me the specifics, or if you want to look at that paragraph, I can email you the text and you can adjust it any which way you want. That's the way that we did it last year and we used the same template the year before, but I'm open to whatever you think you want to do.
Yeah,
Just
no,
we
I
just need to add the right numbers.
Yes, I'll look at it and we'll.
Do you want me to text it to you so you have like something to just plug into? Like email you this?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Crime prevention, that's standard. Then we have the national message from PSEG. Going back to the Pokemon history, we have lots of little Indians that we will display. And
1931.
Not 39, I saw that.
1931,
Yeah.
right, yeah. There's a million typos in that. I was typing really fast, so yeah, 1931. I've got the thank you, resident recognition. I propose we use the resident mention there. If anybody has any objections or has another resident to recommend, and then we've got the resident recipe from John with his delicious macaroons.
Looks good.
And I see you didn't bring us any.
That's interesting.
So, I mean, if everyone's okay with the content, I'm gonna do spell check and clean it all up.
And I'll
There's
read
a
it.
lot of typos.
I'll
Well,
read
don't
it
even
too.
read it now
Okay.
because it's full of typos. I like literally threw it together just to
Gotcha.
have content in place. I'll clean it up and
And
then
I'll
I'll
read the
send it.
final one. Yeah.
I'll send it via email. I'll add the other stuff and then I'll send it. Okay,
Okay.
done.
Cool.
And it's similar to, for next Friday night beach party, we're gonna send an email out now on Facebook to let everybody know.
We'll put, that's a community association thing, but yeah, I'm sure Deirdre will get
Yeah.
something out.
Otherwise, no.
All right, so now the court grant, how are we with that?
Well,
Oh, no,
Well, I'm going to be handing it to you. So the court grant, from what I understand after talking to Leslie, is the money has to be used for what we had originally put in for the design. So even though we had talked last meeting about maybe doing something else in the building, it has to be for that. So I got a proposal to redo the podium. These are
Right.
the plans for them. If you
Right.
want to bring them to court to meet with either Leslie and or
well,
Paul,
I spoke to Paul.
okay,
Um,
and see what they think.
so he loved the idea of the podium. He thought they were really short on electrical outlets.
Well, it's gonna have electric, it'll have
Okay.
lighting, and it's gonna have
And,
all kinds of other stuff in it.
His other concern was the back room. He says it's kind of being used for storage and chairs. He didn't know if there's anything that could be done there. Maybe
We
have
can move the chairs downstairs.
cleaned out. And then maybe paint. Can we paint?
We can, but it's not with this,
Oh,
right,
all right,
okay,
never
but maybe next year, maybe we put that in for next
couple.
year, so.
So that was his thing. The
So-
podium, he loved the idea, the electrical.
So you have to see what they think and you can report
Okay.
back to us, but I think time, you may have to email us because, ask Leslie, this has to be, I don't know when we have to let them know, but it was like 6 months after we got the money, right?
Yeah.
And it's coming quick. So the good news is it can be done right away if it has to be, so,
Okay.
okay.
Does this include the bathroom?
none of that.
No.
No.
No, but what we're gonna do is, I spoke to Leslie, and for next year, because this could maybe apply for another one, we're gonna look at other things in here and build on this.
Yes,
Is it just doing this room, the platform, and
it's basically doing the podium.
It's just the platform,
Just the
just the
platform.
podium, just the platform.
Okay.
Because the only other two things we could do is we could do this and push the wall out 8 feet. That's what we could do, but in order to push that wall,
We don't have the money for it.
it would be,
Okay.
we have to redo the roof, we'd have to, it would be,
more than 30?
and it's not gonna get done in like 2 months,
The platform
right?
is
So,
what they really wanted.
yeah,
So.
So.
when I spoke to him. Okay, perfect.
That's good news. I'm glad we'll be able to use it.
mhm.
Retention pond cleaning, so we'll hopefully approve that today, but after going, trying to figure out the best way, we spoke about this, it's been, I think, a while since we talked
Yeah.
about it. But the bids finally came in, and the way the job is gonna work is a company's gonna come in, a landscape company that was, they bid out the job and were recommended through Eastern, who is
Right.
in there as well. And they're gonna clear the weeds and all the growth that's currently in there. They have to clear all that out so that the vac truck can come in and suck out all the silt
Do
and
they have to take
debris.
all the plants out? Because I thought Rich was saying, kind of what you were saying about
Yeah, in order for them to clear the silt that's in
have to
the,
get it,
everything
yeah.
comes out. It's
Okay.
almost like we're starting from scratch with that. We
Was it
clear it out.
really?
There's a lot of trees and everything.
There's, as
It's
far
like
as what's in there,
it's like your garden. You have to
yeah, it has to be cleaned out. They can't get the back truck in. He can't do the silt removal and the blowout of all the pipes if all that stuff is in the way.
I know the last time that was done was like 7 years
It's been a
ago.
long
No,
time.
I know. I'm just
So-
thinking that there.
And the
was some-
trees, those trees are like, edgy on the edges. And I think the issue is really, one, I think the view itself, I think people want to see the water. And
Yeah.
two, as long as that stuff's in the way, it's, I don't know if you've ever looked inside there, the pipes that are supposed to be letting
Yeah.
water in and letting water
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
they don't even, you can't even see them anymore.
Yeah,
They're
let's
back.
just do it.
So it just needs to be cleaned out.
Mhm.
So do we have plans to replant and beautify it once it's all cleaned out, or are we just gonna leave it there?
I think we can plan on that after the work's done. We'd
Yeah.
have to come up with a plan for that.
Well, you have to do something, because otherwise it has no stability.
Well, we
right?
could use the plants that were recommended. You know,
Right,
some of
just
them were
rebuild
like,
it with
yeah,
what's there,
they
with
were,
what was recommended.
Of what was there, or just replant new versions?
New versions.
of what was there.
versions Of what was there.
Yeah.
We have money to do that?
Yeah, I mean, again, this is all coming out of the ARPA money that we haven't touched yet. Between that, right now, we're looking at this job is, I think, a total of 9,000, and the playground is
Probably-
another 9,
Yeah.
10.
Well, it'll be a little bit more, but not much.
Okay, so you're looking at 20,000, 21,000 there. That still leaves you 18,000 in ARPA that we haven't touched yet, and another load of ARPA coming in the new year. in the
The last
fiscal
time
year.
that we did the pond, we had the Boy Scouts do it, and it was $975.
Right. Yeah, the plantings won't be
All the
much.
plants, and that was a lot of plants.
I don't know if you meant, I forget, I don't have that bid in front of me, but I thought he had said something about that, but the planting, yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Mhm.
So
It was an Eagle Spell project, I think. John Ennia did it.
I remember that, yeah. No, any other questions or items to bring up? I know we just talked about. a couple
Oh,
of
so
things that
this
were
weekend's
there.
gonna be really nice. Any chance that the permit checkers could start this weekend? It's gonna be in the 80s, like on Saturday, like the high 80s.
Well, I haven't even put it out. Yeah, I can put it out, but I haven't even, we usually started, last year we started after school.
Yeah.
Because they're all in
They're all in
school.
school.
Mhm.
So we didn't, I was putting it off till the end of June, but I can throw it out there. It's just a little bit more money out of budget.
You
because we're
guys-
starting.
I'm just thinking
early.
because it's just such a nice weekend and there might be a lot of people coming down and it might
Well,
stop
you
some
know
of the
what I can
residents from
do?
being
I
upset.
can reach out to the permit checkers I had last year and see if anybody
Wanna
wants to
pick up a
wants to
couple
pick up
hours?
this weekend.
Mhm.
Will you be giving them $10 an hour again?
It's gonna be the same as last year.
Yep, yeah, and I think that none of them want to do it. I'll go, I don't know.
Okay. It's gonna be like 90.
She'll paint at the same time.
So could you go back to retention part? You said it was like $9,000, because the estimate's only like 3,100.
There's two estimates.
No, that's for the,
There's two estimates.
I
One
thought that-
estimate is for the cleaning of the pond, and one estimate is for the landscaping work. There were two attached estimates there.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, yep.
in the eastern bid is for the Vactor that comes in and pulls it all out.
Gotcha.
And that can't happen unless we get the clearing done.
I feel sorry for whoever's going in there.
I was actually in there the other day. Dave's been in there.
Were you?
Sometimes when you get in there, it's not as scary as you think.
I just want to point out there were 60 to 70-year-old Boy Scouts in there.
Yeah.
And they weren't scared.
I don't want to.
They cleaned it all out, replanted.
that's wild.
There's a lot of frogs in there. Why don't you jump?
Oh, no, I won't be anywhere near.
Anything else for the work session? You have anything on the agenda? All right, so I'll call the motion to adjourn the work session.
Second.
All in favor?
And then
Aye.
I would
All right,
send an email to all of us. if they agree, so
6:34.
we can start right away. And then I'm sorry, just one more thing, just let Leslie, you know, she'll have to take over the paperwork at this point. Right? The court to put it all.
So is she managing the whole process?
I have no problem helping her with the project, but she should be, I don't know how to submit all the paperwork for it, okay? Is that the one you said you were doing? I remember we should throw it out there.
I did.
Oh, you know what? There's a couple of things I forgot to bring up.
Kristen just add that to the resolution.
How does everybody feel about it? This is by resident request, like some kind of fish cleaning station on the dock, because people are using the dock to clean.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're cutting on the dock.
But one of the things on the sign says no clean fish,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, but people do it.
I don't think we want to encourage it.
It leaves guts and you
Yeah.
get birds and dirt. Nobody will clean it.
Okay, Shotton, what about that tree? You want to show everybody the tree?
Yeah, I think I talked to everybody real briefly on the email. So Eddie and Ray want to donate a little 3-foot small blue spruce from Ray's dad's
I
house.
liked it. I
So
liked the
if you guys are okay, I'll find a spot with them
Nice.
down in California Park
Nice.
area in the next couple of
Free
months.
is good.
Free.
Yes.
That'll be our, is that gonna be our Snoopy Christmas tree?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
Just be careful of sprinkler
Okay.
pipes and things.
definitely.
All right, are we ready to get into the board meeting? Good. All right, let's call the Board of Trustees meeting for May 19th, 2022 to order at 6:36. Start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Where did the trees come from in Washington?
It's just a branch.
I just,
Too heavy.
So village election is scheduled for June 21st. We have a bid opening for pothole and berm repairs.
Okay. So we received 2 bids, one from Pavemaster for $37,005 and one from Royal Pavement Solutions for $42,398. One said that they were just overlaying and one was saw cutting, so I called up Royal and asked them why they were not saw cutting, and they said that due to the poor conditions of some of the roads, that it wouldn't work.
cause it's just gonna keep,
I guess that's, yeah.
fracture.
And they both can start niching.
So are they comparing all the same? You gave them a list of what needs to be done and these are for
They
the same
got the
thing?
same list of potholes, the same list of parameters.
So the higher price is the saw cut,
No,
the other way?
Yeah,
Yeah, the higher price is the company who did not include as much as the other one. So that was my email that I sent back to Cindy, because I wasn't sure how we did this. If, we put it out to bid and they came back to us, but apparently she sent them a list of potholes and they came back.
and
But the-
Pavemaster is who we used last year.
They had more detail and they were capturing things like on Silver Beach and Washington that the other company did not. So that's why I was concerned. It wasn't apples to apples because they don't have the same estimates. When you look at the roads and the streets, it's not verbatim of.
Well, what probably
What-
happens is they get the list, but then they're out there and they see stuff and they add it on.
Yeah,
there.
there's already extras that are on the list than the list I gave them, which is just happens. It can't, so it's not like, if you pick Pavemaster, they won't do the ones that weren't on the list.
yeah, it's fluid. We'll add to
That
it
happens
as
right
needed.
up to the day they're even doing it.
Yeah.
So.
We have 3 more big ones.
So then do they change their price? Is the price fluid as well as we add more things or?
It just depends. They'll say, oh, we're already there, we'll do it. Or it's gonna be, $200 to do these 3 potholes or whatever. You just say yes and do it.
Well, it just seemed like the one that was for $42,000 was missing quite a few that were on Washington near 25A, all the big ones that everybody sees. So I was just
And which one was last year's company?
Pavemaster.
$37,000.
That's the cheaper one.
So the cheaper
That
one ends
seems
up
like the one
doing the
that's
saw
like
cutting and
Yeah.
they did the saw cutting and they're giving us more, it seems to me, but.
Sounds
You
good.
did a good job, I think, last year.
Mhm.
All the saw cuts and patches.
Right.
And it's more money, that's why the company wants to overlay them. And you don't have allegation all over the village, so, I would say I would go with the saw cutting company before I went with the overlay company. We do have areas where the roads are allocated, and you really can't saw cut that, because that's.
What is allocated mean?
Where it's all checkered and it's like flaking out, where it just keeps going. So
Got
when
it.
you try to cut that, it
Right,
just keeps on going.
right.
But we don't have entire areas like that. We have holes that are solid, that they're gonna saw cut, they really should saw cut the patch. Then they should fill it in if there's no subbase there with RCA, should be tamped down, and you should coat that with some tack oil, then tack oil the sides of the asphalt, the existing asphalt, patch it, roll it, and then they should, seal the edges of the patch with tar on top of that. Also, there's different types of materials, you use type 6, type 7, materials are more fines, materials are more stones. I was speaking, well, I shouldn't be speaking, but I was talking with the mayor. Yeah, you don't know what you're getting.
Sounds like you should be speaking.
Yeah, really,
my
we should be
friend.
getting the bids right.
You
I
know
guess
everything.
I guess, is this the right approach, just constantly patching these roads? or is
Well,
it
the only
something
other-
that needs
The only other approach is to pave the roads, and that's the way I see it is, if you looked at a future of trying to pave roads, and I've spoken to the attorney about it, you need to put a bond out. You got to put a bond out and pay for the roads. And I think until one bond finishes, that's probably not going to happen. So right now, we would love to, and we have chances to do
And
little
we
paves.
priced it out, it's close to $1 million.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
Probably a lot more now, just the oil adjustments to your roof. Yes.
Yeah, that was 6 years
And they're
ago.
not only looking for an adjustment for that, adjustment for the diesel fuel, we're running machines and trucks. So
Right.
I know from the other job that I worked that we're gonna be $2.3 million over what we were last year, not getting any more bidding for, just for oil.
Really?
And I'm glad we're patching them, it's just, ultimately, we don't want the village to look like the LIE, so we want to maintain it before we get behind the 8 ball. And,
I don't think there's any village that looks like the LIU though.
I think out of all the roads, the one, Silver Beach was the one that had the most.
The
Silver
worst.
Beach and Washington.
Like
Mhm.
maybe the end.
Washington, it gets paid constantly.
That's probably hit the most.
Constantly. But it's just so much
So much
traffic
water
going
runs
up.
and a ton of water down
Mhm.
it. So that's where we are at with the potholes. I guess we'll vote on that at the resolutions. We have public hearing now for local law 2022, creating chapter 24 open meetings. The open meetings law is established by the governor. We're mandated to follow it, and basically it's just continuing what we've been doing for.
Is that what?
It just means that from now going forward, we're going to be responsible to have our meetings broadcast over this format as well as in this room. So that's essentially what the meeting law is declaring, and that we always do that. I think that if that's the case, I do think that as a village, we should think about investing in a little bit better sort of broadcasting technology. These are personal laptops we're using to do this. That might be something in the future to think about, a way of it's not part of that bid. It can't work.
Can't be?
Nope.
Why, don't they have to broadcast their stuff?
Yeah.
No.
But that's something to think about. Now that we'll have it powered and done right, maybe it's time to get like a village laptop.
Mhm.
For 400.
Right. So public hearing, any public comments regarding local law 22? Okay, no public comments. Public hearing is closed. Moving on to reports. Public safety, Dave, you got anything for us?
Yeah, public safety report for May 19th, 2022, total calls for service, for 86. Incident reports for 15, including 1 dog bite, 4 reports of suspicious persons or vehicles, 2 disturbance calls, including unfounded man with gun, 4 code violations, 1 damage to car, parking violations addressed for 10, there's 3 tickets, 7 warnings. Building rental inspection completed, there was 3, stormwater violations 1, new gas powered leaf blower violations 5. Other quality of life violations, there were 2. Special parking requests received were 12. Courtesy house checks were 3. The village clerk's office has issued 170 residents parking stickers. As the 518 residents are reminded that full enforcement of permits and park starts May 27th, Memorial Day weekend.
Could you elaborate on the suspicious gun?
Yeah, I was on the call that night. The resident, it was from 14 Singing Wood called. I'm sorry, Indian Valley. He called me and said there was a man in the street with holding a gun outside his car. I told the man to call the police and I would be there shortly, being unarmed at the time. I didn't have a weapon, so I wasn't going. I waited for the police to show up first, and then I showed up and we canvassed the neighborhood. There was nobody there.
The other question I had was just, what was you said, was that the Sunday noise ordinance, gas blowers thing? What was that?
The gas blowers, I don't exactly know when the violations occurred because we have it Monday through Friday where they can go in at 6 o'clock or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So it could
have been after hours.
A little bit over. I did encounter a couple of landscapers and gave them notices, letting them know that we do. And those guys like, oh, Belfast, the same thing. And, you know, I didn't give them tickets because they didn't.
Yeah, that's the right call. Good.
The stormwater guy, I saw the pool guy who was dumping somebody's pool off that was a new resident to the village. And he didn't know, so I didn't ticket him. I went up and I spoke to the complainant and the guy doing it. I rectified the problem, told him that if he did it again, he would get like $400 ticket. Yeah, so that's
Good.
basically what's going on. I'm trying to warn people and make them educated and talk to them.
Do you have any updates on the firearm training and
I
certification
haven't
for
gotten
code?
it. I got a gun policy that I'm sure that the mayor has received also. I don't know what else is going on. I signed the policy. I signed for the policy. I have a copy of it, and I don't really know where it's gone from there.
Do you, Chris, wasn't one of the code officers going for their training or getting
No,
certified?
I'd have to talk to Frank. I'm not, Frank's in charge of that, so I'd have to talk to him.
He did say that he was working on
Yeah.
something, but he didn't elaborate to me what it was. He
So-
said, I'm working on it, just relax, and we're gonna get it over.
All right, so as far as we know, at this point in time, no code officers are carrying firearms.
I can't answer that question because I'm not here when they're on.
Do you know
But
the
there
info?
are other officers that are peace officers in the state. of New
Yeah,
York,
if they're carrying, if
and
they're,
they can carry on their other
yeah.
jobs, so I'm
I think-
assuming
I think they are.
here.
I think the officers were carrying, Frank.
Actually, I thought that when, at last meeting, I thought Frank said they had to go through
No.
their certification or.
No, Frank, the officers,
They
are-
have it.
if they already have it, they're good.
They just
Yeah.
have to they have to like re-up.
Yeah.
Every year they have to
Every
go
year.
qualify.
So
Right.
if they don't have it, then they would have to do it in order to be able to do it. But the ones who already have it didn't have to take a specific class. You look like you don't believe me.
No, that's not how I understood it. I thought when I talked to Patrick, he said, not yet, I have to
Patrick
get certified.
is a peace officer on another job. Unfortunately, the peace officer job he has does not authorize him to
Oh,
carry
that's
his
why.
badge.
Right, so he's in a different
He has
situation.
that Suffolk County carry license for them to carry on that job. He has to go and get the certification
Right.
to carry on this job.
That's what I
But
meant.
he is a peace officer. He can arrest you. He can do everything that a peace officer can do.
Right.
So can he carry a gun in Polk now, or he has to get that
I have to
certification?
get the certification for that.
That's what I'm-
Everybody's covered. Nobody's carrying it. If they're not, we don't have it, we're not carrying it.
Right, okay, that's where I was getting confused.
Yeah, so Frank was working on
Okay, thanks.
it. I believe it's something to the extent of that, but. if
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think so
little different,
too.
Or if I got a little wrong, but I think that's what it is.
Dave, you got the asphalt so right.
Treasurer's report, we have Ron's email, he's not here. The projection through year end is unusually close to budget, a tribute to the work of the mayor and the board. If this proves true, there will be no need to use the approximately 28,000 that was budgeted for transfer from reserves.
Good.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Furthermore, ARPA funding is available to be used for future expenditures. So, and then he had a question about the $37,000 for the car payment. So that's different. There will, at the end of the year, be audit adjustments that'll impact the outcome, but hopefully not significantly. So that's the status of where we're at with the budget.
So the total cost of the new vehicle was only
$37,882.
And we budgeted 50, or we had. 50
Well, you
allocated?
still have the extra work that's being done to it to get it done. So it will be, we might be, who knows where we'll be, but we'll have enough to pay what we need to pay for it.
Awesome.
Yeah, the light bars have to get put on and all that stuff, so. Court report?
Yeah, so for the month of April, there was one parking open. There was 8 scheduled for court. There was 1 that appeared. There was 1 that was adjudicated, and there was no money taken in for the month of April. So the total to date that was taken in was $4,745. I did the Village of Coquitlam internal court oversight. So I met with Leslie, the court clerk, on March 13th to review the reports below for the above time frame. List of dismissals, Coquitlam Village Court Calendar, Coquitlam Village Court Monthly Paid Report, Coquitlam Village Cash Book Report. I reviewed with Frank Schaefer, Chief of Department Village of Coquitlam, parking ticket report for the above time frame. I reconciled Frank Schaefer's ticket log with the reports received from Leslie Murphy to confirm that all tickets 1596 through 1623 were accounted for. The following were exceptions. Ticket 1597, 1615, and 1616 were voided. Ticket number 1595 was pending an answer from prior audit report period January through June, confirming this ticket closed in July and a $100 payment was submitted. I confirm that all tickets paid during this time period reconciled with cash book report submitted by Judge Edelson, and that checks payable to Village of Coquitlam were submitted in a timely manner. And then I just listed those months with the dollar amount. Deposit of these checks into Village Bank account is responsibility of Natalie Hoffman, Coquitlam Village bookkeeper. Village attorney who is in attendance in court will confirm the amount of payments received for time period July to December 2021. This will be attached to audit report as an addendum.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is for you.
That's great. Thank you for that. We are now up to public comments. I don't have anyone online. Do we have any public comments?
Hey.
Hi.
I'm Elizabeth Hornstein. I just wanted to actually introduce myself. I work for New York Sea Grant and the Long Island Sound Study Program as a Sustainable and Resilient Communities Extension Professional. I'm working to support communities in Suffolk County to help them along the Long Island Sound, to help them advance sustainable and resilient goals and projects. I think maybe I talked to you on the phone. Okay. And I'm actually, I'm working with other colleagues around Long Island Sound in Nassau, Westchester, and Connecticut. And we are going to be working to provide tools and resources and information to communities and help facilitate projects, environmental projects that communities are interested in doing. Our goal is basically to help communities be better prepared and overcome disturbances caused by a changing climate, like flooding issues and extreme weather events. So I have a little, I brought just like a little handout, so I think I have one for everybody, and my business card. I just started last November, and I'm currently reaching out to, I'm currently reaching out to local governments and community groups and a wide range of stakeholders. If you would like one.
Thank you so much.
Just to learn more about what are the issues in communities, what are communities' current goals, what projects they might be interested in, and what support communities might need. And then we're going to use that information and guide our work going forward. So for instance, if people say, I need information about funding opportunities so I can get projects done, then we might hold some trainings on funding opportunities, just as an example. So the little handout kind of explains more about what we're looking to do. So, you know, you guys don't have to tell me anything tonight, but I'd love to talk with you further maybe at some point if you're interested, just to discuss how I might be able to help the village.
Are your services free or charged?
No, they're free. They're free. Yeah, this is what I'm doing, as part, someone else is paying me to work with communities, so you don't,
Nice.
yeah.
Are these all the communities? I guess this is the shoreline, but
Yeah, this little map here is like the map of the Long Island Sound coastal watershed that we're working in. So my area is just Suffolk County, and then I have other colleagues working in the other regions.
what are the stars? Just
The
curious.
stars are where there are extension professionals working to support those communities.
Oh, okay, got it. And that's what you are, the extension
Yes,
professional.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
I might call you.
you can, yeah, my contact information is here. You can email me, you can call me. If you want to, set up a time to talk further, please just let me know. Or if there's
Yeah,
projects you guys are interested in that you want help with or any issues, you can reach out.
can you get sand to our beach?
Well,
Are you working, no, I'm serious. Are you working on anything like that? Because I
Yes,
mean, that's gotta be a topic.
like beach replenishment
Yeah.
yeah, so that would definitely fall in the realm of my work. So I might be able to provide some guidance on funding options or other also additional ways to help deal with your beach, or right, if you're looking to replenish, I assume, because you have beach erosion issues, how to deal with beach erosion, and how you can mitigate that, and then what grant opportunities might be out there to go get grants to do that kind of stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
Thank you for coming.
yeah, no, it was great. And it was good to learn a little bit about what you guys are doing for the meeting. So, yeah, thank you so much for the time, and
Thanks for
reach out.
coming.
Great, thanks.
I'm gonna reach out to you.
Okay, great. Oh, Tina, I'm gonna say, what's your name? So I make sure.
Get ready, you'll hate me.
Just, if you reach, I am out of the office tomorrow and on some,
Oh, let me
site visit. So if
amp
you
up
reach-
some stuff.
if you reach out to me tomorrow, I may not be
Okay.
able to phone, but, I will be at my phone on Monday.
All right, cool, very good.
All right,
Thanks.
thank
for-
you very much.
thanks for
Bye.
coming.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
All right, on to resolutions. If everyone's ready.
Ready, let's go.
Resolution number 05, 2022-1, resolution adopting May 19, 2022 agenda as printed. So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Resolution 05, 2022-2, resolution accepting the monthly reports from May 19th, 2022. So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Resolution number 05, 2022, 3, resolution adopting the minutes from April 7th, 2022 work session of the Board of Trustees. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Next.
Resolution 05, 2022-4, resolution adopting the minutes from April 7th, 2022, business session of the Board of Trustees. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Resolution 05-2022-5. Resolution to schedule the Village of Poquod Board of Trustees work session meeting beginning at 6 PM on June 9, 2022, with the business meeting to follow immediately. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Resolution number 05, 2022-6, resolution approving the pay of $12 an hour for Joe Newfield as deputy election official for the June 21, 2022 election. So moved. All in favor?
I'll read and you want to fill in the blanks.
I gave them
Resolution,
to him.
What'd you give me?
resolution 05, 2021-7, resolution awarding the contract for pothole and burn repair to,
Right at the top.
oh, I said, paid master in the amount of $37,005 and authorizing the mayor to execute the contract. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Resolution 05, 2021, 8, resolution to approve estimate from Landview Dirt Works to clear out the bushes and tree in the California retention pond in the amount of $5,880.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 052021-9, resolution to approve the estimate. Am I on the wrong one?
No, but these should be 22. Sorry.
I was nasty at the end.
They're
2022
all 22.
All right, I
9,
got
resolution to approve estimate from Eastern Environmental to clean the drain at California retention pond in the amount of $3,125. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Looks like the next one is a
Yeah, so
bit,
just follow this, I'm sorry.
But isn't it the
Is that
same as 7?
Well, we have two that we didn't have on here, so I'm just replacing it,
Oh, okay.
a duplicate.
resolution 05-2022-10. Resolution to allow clerk to purchase dumpster for community cleanup day. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, yep. Resolution number 05-2022-11, resolution to hire permit checkers for a rate of $10 an hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And now we're at 12.
Resolution,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
You got it.
resolution 05-2022-12.
Mhm.
Resolution approving the purchase of the Adventure Summit Playground for California Park from Wood Kingdom with plastic mulch delivery setup and removal of the old set not to exceed $15,000. So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
You have to do the after report.
And the good times.
Sorry. All right, so First National Visa, Amazon charge for the bulletin board, $67.32. Postage stamps, $290 for a total of $357.32. 4 unpaid bills, Construction Technologies, $195.15. Landscaping by Larissa, $1,933.36. Optimum, $135.05. Uline, $214.64, and that was the mirror for the street. 2,000 for a total of $2,478.20. Ace Hardware, 11 unpaid bills. Ace Hardware, $40.97. Axe Creative, $75. Big Yank Cleaning, $225. Joseph Prokop, $1,531.25. PSE&G, $536.53. PSE&G, $14.14. Salerno, $1,106. Wex Bank, $67.67. Another Wex Bank, $183.73. Winter Brothers, $8,919.90 for a total of $12,719. 5 unpaid bills, Cannon Financial, $129. Hempstead Lincoln Mercury Motors, $37,882. Tony Bertolotti, $500. Verizon Wireless, $60.10. Wellsback, $790.40 for a total of $39,361.50. 5 unpaid bills, Paul Edelson, $250. Flint Stenography, $812.10. PSE&G, $278.29. Sweezy, $149. Williamson Law Book, $129.94 for a total of $1,619.33. Home Depot credit card, a total of $99.70. 18 unpaid bills, Ace Hardware, $120.75. Axe Creative, $75. Big Yank Cleaning, $300. Murphy Marine, $1,000. Optimum, $135.05. Joseph Prokop, $1,575. PSE&G, $448.65. PSE&G, $14.15. Small Business Management, $634.29. Sweezy's, $1,001.49. Times Beacon, $303.97. Winter Brothers, $8,919.90, for a total of $14,528.25.
All right, oh, go ahead, sorry, yep.
Resolution 05/2022-12, resolution,
13.
13.
oh, right. Resolution number 05/2022-13, resolution approving all checks per the voucher report. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.
So before we leave, we're all here. Can we
Hold on
get
one
a
second.
date for our beach cleanup? So we don't do this on email.